Hey everyone, welcome to Still Moments with Jesus. And as you know, after giving you the quick intro to the biblical perspective on self denial and the ascetic lifestyle through looking at the life of the Apostle Paul, we would like to take a turn and look just briefly at an introduction to Saint Athanasius, another very well and very famous and popular uh, ascetic whose life truly challenged one of the early church fathers, Saint Athanasius. And we would like to spend time just looking at his story in bit by bit and allowing ourselves just to sit and marinate over what the events of his life entailed. For now, in this section, I'll just be reading an introduction done by Evagrius, and I hope this will truly be a source of blessing to you all who are listening. I'm your host, Brian Samuel Apati, and thank you for joining in. And it reads, Evagrius had a prologue to his translation, and it went something like this. Evagrius the priest sends greetings in the Lord to Innocentius, his dearest son. A literal translation made from one language to another conceals the meaning, like rampant grasses which suffocate the crops. As long as the text keeps to the cases and turns of phrase, it is forced to move in an indirect way by means of lengthy circumlocutions, and it finds it hard to give a clear account of something which could be succinctly expressed. I have tried to avoid this in translating, as you requested, the life of the blessed Antony, and I have translated it in such a way that nothing should be lacking from the sense, although something may be missing from the words. Some people try to capture the syllables and letters, but you must seek the meaning. I now read the preface. Bishop Athanasius to the monks abroad, brothers, you have entered the most noble contest, striving either to equal the monks of Egypt or to outdo them in striving after moral perfection by means of rigorous self-discipline. Indeed, there are already numerous monasteries in your part of the world. The word monk is already very familiar, and everyone will rightly be impressed by this intention of yours. May God grant you the fulfillment you desire in your prayers. You asked me to write to you about the life of the blessed Antony, for you wish to know how he started out and what he was like before he made his holy commitment, as well as what the end of his life was like, whether those things are true, which rumor has spread about concerning him, so that you might be able to undertake to emulate him and follow his example. It is therefore with great joy that I have undertaken what you have asked. Indeed, the very act of remembering Antony is of enormous profit and benefit to me, and I am sure that you, listening in wonder, will be keen to follow his commitment. For to know who Antony was offers us the perfect path to virtue. In short, therefore, you should believe everything that those who talk about him claim, and consider that you have heard only the least remarkable of all the very remarkable things he did. For I am convinced that they cannot know everything, since even I, in answer to your request, will be unable to give you an account which accurately conveys his merits. However, much I reveal in my letter. You, too, must diligently question all those who sail from this country, so that by means of their individual reports of what they know, you may obtain a full account which is in keeping with such a great name and worthy of it. After reading your letter, I wanted to invite some monks to come here to me, in particular those who used to visit Antony frequently, so that I might gain more information and thus be able to send you a greater gift, and thus be able to send you greater gifts. But seeing that the sailing season was coming to an end, and the letter bearer was in a dreadful hurry, I have hastened to note down for you those things that I myself know, for I have visited him often. And those I learned from the person who spent a good deal of time with him for the purpose of supplying him with water. In the case of both these sources, I am concerned about the truth. I do not want anyone to hear too many things in case this might make him skeptical of the miracles. On the other hand, I do not want anyone to hear anything less than is warranted by Antony's merits, in case it would make him consider this man unworthy of a miracle, despite his great reputation. Thank you for listening in to the introduction to the life of St. Antony. I hope you're ready to take part in a listening practice that is sometimes called tole lege, and that this practice will yield something new, that will birth something new in your hearts and in your pursuit of God that you never thought possible. Be blessed, and may you always remember that the blessing of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit will rest in you, not just now, but always. Be blessed.